Hello everybody, my name is Userone. How are you doing? Let's go to this screen. Okay, there we go. How do I look compared to last week? Honestly, I think I could look better. I don't think I look that bad, to be honest. I got my teeth cleaned, all that jazz. How are you guys doing? I want to address something real quick, okay? There's something very important that I need to address, and it means the world to me. Something happened, and it's just, oof, this is just insane. Okay. Right. So, let me show you what happened. Okay. But first, I want to make sure that everybody's here. How are you guys doing? As usual, this is User One, and we're doing another episode of Userone Talks. Let me just go ahead and pull up my phone so that I can see if people can see the stream. Because sometimes we have trouble with DDoS. I think LSRP is having troubles with DDoS right now. So this is interesting. Alright, so somebody has made a big announcement. Right? A very big announcement. Somebody I trust, somebody I have very high hopes of as a game developer. They've made a huge announcement. And they haven't released a game for 12 years in this specific series. You know what I'm talking about, of course. I'm talking about goddamn Half-Life. Now, do you guys know what Half-Life is? I feel like I have to ask this because the last game that came out 12 years ago. And considering my viewer base, they might not be consisting of 21-year-olds like myself. I was actually born on the year the first Half-Life came out. I was born in '98. That's when the first Half-Life game came out. And the last time Half-Life game came out, at this point, was in 2007, I believe. That is, to put that into perspective, okay? And Half-Life 2, right? Half-Life 2 came out in 2004, the same year GTA San Andreas came out. The same exact year. That was the best year for gaming, no doubt. But why am I bringing it up? Because it's kind of making a point. Okay, and the point is this. It doesn't matter how long you take on something. If it has a good reputation, if it has consistently delivered on its product, if it has given people everything they wanted and more. I mean, have you seen the trailer? Have you seen the goddamn trailer? Every single Half-Life game thus far has been revolutionary. Every single Half-Life game is a must-have. And I'm not sponsored by Valve, believe it or not. I'm saying this as a genuine fan. So basically, in the coming week, I'll be replaying the entire Half-Life series. Okay, as many games as I can get. I'm not sure I'll be able to get every expansion for the first Half-Life, but I'll definitely play the main series, okay? And I know I said this already with GTA, and I tried to do a GTA marathon, but then I couldn't get past the second level in GTA 1. I mean, that game is hard. I might go back to that. I might actually do that. But look, let's go back, okay? It's not Half-Life 3 because they can't count to 3. Yeah, it's true. Valve has never released a game with a 3 in it. As far as I'm aware, yeah. It's always gone to 2. So Half-Life 1, Half-Life 2, Half-Life 2 Episode 1, Half-Life 2 Episode 2, and now Half-Life Alyx. And then they also have Portal 1, Portal 2, they also have Team Fortress 1, Team Fortress 2. They have never released a game on the number 3. I think it's because you can't really... Because people love the rule of threes and stuff like that. And, you know, when you expect the third game, what happens is, well, you know, things get kind of crazy. Oh boy, anyway, so let's go back to the topic. Let's go ahead and see what's up. So, alright, in regards to the community, if you guys how somehow don't know, I've been talking about this like for the past 2 months, 3 months now. I started a community about the idea that rules in the community should be descriptive and consistently enforced among all members. Community members and staff should not be punished in long term unless definitely proven of rule breaking. Now, there's another thing I need to address about another developer that is much smaller than Valve. It's the LSRP development team, okay? Because if you believe it or not, there are people too, and I don't think I've been giving them enough credit. And I'm not saying this to try to lick their ass or anything like that. I mean this genuinely. I try to be completely honest when I say this. I don't know what's going on internally within LSRP community. What I know for sure is if you try to join the community right now, it appears to be down. Okay, the community appears to be dead, and it has been like this for the past 2 weeks now. Now, I'm not saying LSRP is dead. No, quite I'm not saying that at all. But there has been a thread. There has been a thread posted on LSRP forums, which I think I should address. This is the thread. It's called "Stop the Bullshit." I was brought attention to it by a friend of mine. So this is what the thread alleges, and this is a thread on LSRP topic. I'm actually impressed the thread was not removed. Here's the thread to post all the issues and concerns with the server. Please don't get it locked like last time. Hashtag free LSRP. And also this person has hashtag LSRP revolution, stop the bullshit. From what I gathered from the last post, mapping does not replicate Gunnatar's address or American scene. Even skin modders don't want their skins in the server as it doesn't fit. Reporting staff barely works as staff members internally protect each other. I can kind of vouch for that. Some testers, admins have very low RP standards. The server isn't being DDoS'd. There is no transparency between staff and the community. So I'll address one of them clearly. So mapping doesn't replicate Gunnatar's address or an American scene. I've seen the new mapping, and I don't know, from my perspective it kind of looks like it fits. I don't know, I'm not super familiar with American structures and stuff like that. So don't quote me on that. I've been in America once, and that was 4 years ago. Yeah, 4 years ago I was in America once. I drove around, went on the road trip. You can actually check it out. Check out my blog on the Userone blogging channel if you're interested. Even skin modders don't want their skins in the server as it doesn't fit. Now, some of the new skins, I mean, I've seen the new skins. Is there like a place where we can quickly check the new skins? So we can have context for what I'm talking about. That'd be nice. Let's see, let's not be new skins. Because you know, I have a female black character because I like to see how diverse the server is, how it allows for people of all kinds to roleplay, and any characters to roleplay. What's this? Skin mod archive? Okay, no, skin mod archive is something different. It's the modding for your own skins, client side, not server side. Jesus. Okay, I can't find the skins. And the thing is, right? You might say, oh, you just go to UCP, and the UCP will show you the skins. There's something wrong with the UCP. Let me show you what I mean. Something is going on with the UCP. I don't know what it is. Look. So this is how our skins look. So these images are supposed to be previews of the skin, but they don't work. And these are the new skins. So the only way for me to test the skins is to switch to them and go in game. But you guys remember, there's the servers are down. The servers are down, so I can't. There's no way for me to show the skins. But personally, I've seen the skins. I kind of like some of them. I don't think there's like a proper civilian skin for a black female yet. Like, but okay, there is one. There is one, to be fair, with the white shirt and blue jeans. Overall, I don't have too much of a problem with the skins, with the custom skins they have in place. I think they should. This person making a point. They should make it more clear. LSRP is pretty much being DDoS. That's what the developers are saying, and I'm inclined to believe them because the alternative is that they are intentionally letting their server die. That doesn't make any sense. That would not be economically viable for them. They could make a lot more money with the server because people are buying name changes, they're buying donators. It does not make sense for them to kill their own server. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. If a server is not accessible, people will not continue to pay for donator status. So it does not make sense for them to intentionally make it inaccessible. Always think like what makes a server economically viable. That's what makes an action economically viable. That's what people typically choose to do rationally. So in a capitalist society, that is. So let's go. I actually okay. So before we move on, let's go with the rest of the points because I promised I would do that. Reporting staff barely works as staff members internally protect each other. Okay, so this is a difficult topic to discuss. Of course, staff internally protect each other. We have discussed this topic with people on a server before, and I don't blame staff for internally protecting each other. Why? Because that's just the nature of a group of people. When you join a group of people, and then for any reason somebody has a problem with anybody in your group, you're gonna protect them because you want a strong group of people protecting each other. That's just the nature of human beings. That's just how human beings act. And I don't blame them for that. What I do blame them for is there's pretty much no requirement for them to have any physical evidence when they punish somebody, so there's no way to actually get any kind of justice for other character actions that admins do. Which kind of makes it a waste of time to play in this server in the first place, in my opinion. But I digress. If you have a good reputation, it shouldn't matter. Okay, I'm just a guy who does not have a good reputation, who has done some shit back in 2016 that I'm still getting judged for. There's nothing I can do about that. Even if, no matter how much I praise them, no matter how much I try to, present the server in a good light, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at this point because they're always going to judge me on the things I did back in 2016. And the things I did back in 2016 were centered around making the server, making my videos look entertaining. That's what I was focused on. Now, I sure I roleplayed. The thing is, I didn't show the roleplay, so people assume I never roleplay. And that's why I got such a reputation. There's nothing I can do about it at this point except publish videos sometimes. And I do have a lot of videos. I will publish them. I'm sorry it's taking so long. I just want to make sure that those videos are of good quality, because you can see what happens if I rush my videos, if I publish them without thinking, if I don't write a script, if I don't create a consistent story that everybody can understand from any point of view. Because you get if my story does not make sense to anyone, then they're gonna criticize it, and that's gonna be bad for me. Let me give you an example, okay? Let me give you a quick example of what I mean by this. So you probably remember my skit I did at the end of the summer called Ivan Khrushchev, right? So let's quickly have a look at it, okay? Just want you guys to have a look at it, right? So you guys remember this amazing skit? It starts off with like a background sound of a police chase, and I'm saying in Russian, "Driver, stop the vehicle! Open fire!" And the gunshots are actually real gunshot sounds. I recorded myself. And there it goes. There's the Ivan Khrushchev acted by me. I'm chasing down the criminal. Now there was a moment in this video. So look. Okay, as I'm running, right. So first of all, the shots, right. So there was a bunch of shots there. I believe it was, I think, 7 or 10, something like that. It doesn't matter. The idea is his magazine is empty at this point. So when he runs, right, when Ivan Khrushchev is running, he reloads his gun, right? You see, he is removing the magazine, loading in a new magazine, releasing the slide lock, meaning the gun locks in place, so he's ready to shoot again. Then he doesn't, shoot the gun, he doesn't reload the gun, he doesn't do anything with the gun until the next confrontation with the criminal, where, the criminal jumps him and steals the gun from him. There you go. So this is, I love this, by the way, I'm very proud of this. I don't care what you say, you can call it cringy or whatever, I'm very proud that I did it. So great, notice this, okay? So he puts his, the gun to the criminal's side, the criminal realizes it, he shoves him away, then, he tries to raise the gun to shoot the or at least aim the gun at the criminal, not shoot him immediately, but when the criminal grabs the gun, Ivan instinctively shoots the gun while the criminal is holding the slide. Now, okay, hold on. I need a demonstration for this. So this is the thing that I use to make it. Okay, so this is a Zoraki 914 gas pistol. This is the exact gun that I used. It fires blank rounds. As you can see, it's empty. Okay, gotta exercise firearm safety. I'm still gonna point in the same direction. Now, so how does a gun work? You put the magazine in here. Okay, there's a bullet. It sits in the magazine. It can sit in two places: in the magazine or in the chamber. Okay, so when Ivan reloaded earlier, you can see him load the bullet in the chamber. Okay, so there you go. See, he's removing the magazine. He loads a new magazine, and then you can see he flicks. He does this, right? He does this. This is what he does, and this loads a bullet from the magazine into the chamber. That's what happens. So at this point, there's a bullet in the chamber, at least supposedly. Obviously, I didn't have a bullet in the chamber in every shot. I only had it in the shots where I was holding it and when I had to shoot it. Okay, so for example, I'm being very safe about it, like extremely safe. Like for example, in this shot, it's presumed that the bullet is in the chamber, and you know, story-wise, it is in the chamber, but nobody can see the chamber anyway, so there's no reason to put an actual blank round in the chamber at this point. So there's no blank round in this shot, but in the next shot, in this shot, it's already in the chamber. So there we go, we raised it. I actually sped that part up so that it would look more actiony. We were going slowly so that I wouldn't accidentally actually shoot him, because it is dangerous within 1 meter. So, you know, I'm pointing it away from him, but from this angle it looks like I'm pointing it at him. And there you go. So the idea is, every time there's a trigger is pulled, the hammer drops, okay? The hammer strikes the pin at the end of the... Okay, hold on 1 second. Okay, so this is a magazine, and it's loaded with blank rounds. So this is the back of a blank round. When the center of it is struck, it kind of sparks up the gunpowder inside of it, the grain, and that causes an explosion. Typically speaking, if that explosion happens inside the chamber, the gun does this. Okay, it drags back, and every time it drags back, it will collect another round from the magazine. That's how semi-automatic weapons work. Now, because he held the slide down when the weapon was discharging, it didn't pull back. It was enough. You can't do this. You can't actually hold down the slide of the magazine for it to not pull back. So what does that mean? That means at that point there is ammunition in the magazine, but that doesn't matter because there is no bullet in the chamber. It didn't load because the slide didn't rack. That's the whole point of this area. Why am I telling you all this? Because, you know, after the criminal grabs the gun and tries to shoot, you know, the guy, the cop, you have this amazing... I'm very proud of it. I don't care what everybody says. I know it's got flaws. I know it's not perfect. I know it's cringy, whatever. I'm very proud of it. Basically, look. So there you go. Look at the shake. I love the camera work. And not all of this is my credit. This is my cousin and his girlfriend helping out filming. It's amazing. Look at this. Okay, so you can actually see him pull the trigger, right? And it just clicks. So it doesn't fire because there's no bullet in the... no, there is a bullet in the chamber actually, but it's already spent. It's already discharged, so he's basically shooting into a discharged round. Why am I saying this? Because I had some comments. There you go. So you mean to tell me that when you reloaded your pistol, which was a clearly full magazine, and there only came out one shot? Yeah, okay, and then he gets 4 likes. Including my own like. So again, I have to think about how people will perceive my videos, and I have to understand that people they don't might not have as much experience with firearms as I do. I have to keep that in mind when I'm making videos, when I'm making skits, when I'm developing my characters. They might not understand it. I have to think from the perspective of a general audience. Okay, so that's pretty difficult. So 25 hold on, 25 what? What's the name? 25. It doesn't show. God damn it. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to focus on it. The name is 2504 1950. Says it's a pre-recorded stream. I just want to point that out so that I can prove that it's not a pre-recorded stream. Anyway, I think it's about time we move past the guns and we get back to the topic of what's going down with interviews. Okay, so how about we get some interviews going? We got some people waiting in the interviews. Okay, so let's see. So we got this guy. All right, let's go ahead and invite him in. That's not the guy. Sorry guys, it's from the last week. All right, so this is the guy. Let's get him in. All right, let's go ahead. See how he does. Welcome, Normal. How are you doing? We've had a bit of a discussion in the general section, haven't we? I can't hear your microphone, so I mean, there's other people waiting to interview you. You gotta talk, man. Talk up, free Matt. What's going on with Matt, guys? I'm seeing a lot of comments about Matt. What happened with Matt? Somebody's saying... the comment section is just amazing. Alright, well, oh, Normal left. That's nice, okay. So I guess I'm gonna have to remove his interview access role. 1 second. Okay, let's... There we go. So we got... It's actually... so I found a way to very easily identify people who go into my interview so that if they do something, I can easily ban them. I changed the roles to interview access so that if they do something, I can just check the interview access role. Hello, welcome, LSPD guy. How are you doing? Hello?
Yeah, hey, hi.
How are you doing? I'm doing pretty well. So, how long have you been a part of the roleplay union?
I have no idea, like maybe a week.
A week? Okay. Why'd you join?
Literally just like a week ago, I guess.
No, why? Not when. Why?
Why? Oh,
Yeah.
well, I play LSRP a lot. I'm in LSPD. So I decided like, hey, I guess this is some nice community where I can actually discuss about
This is
LSRP.
yeah. This is good
It's
because
really, really important to me.
okay. So how long have you been a part of LSRP?
Oh, years. At least 2 years.
Yeah, I get that. I've been a part of LSRP for 5 years, so
Oh,
you
damn.
can imagine. I haven't had as much luck in LSPD.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just like police officer too. I'm nothing big.
You're better than me, because I haven't made it to police officer too.
Damn.
That's fine. It's okay. So anyway, let's talk about any concerns you might have. For example, have you been able to play LSRP lately at all?
No, not at all. And that's actually one of the reasons why I'm here.
Okay.
Like, do you know why the server is down?
Well, no, I don't. Did you come to ask me why the server is down?
Nah, I have some issues that I would like to bring up, and another one is that like I noticed that there was some a revolution happening on LSRP forums last night. Were you a part of it, or did you inspire this?
No, I had nothing to do with it.
Oh,
Nothing at
because
all.
it had like your colors, black and red. In
Oh.
like
Oh, black and
same.
red. So like independent news media or SafeWord, my other business ventures. Well, look, that's interesting that somebody's using colors that I use, also Userone Talks. That's also my colors. So I just use
Yeah.
black. I use black, red, and sometimes white for my logos because I really like how they contrast. Red is like my favorite color, but it's weird that somebody's using those colors as if to imply that I am behind it. I don't know, man. I am. What's the point of the revolution, though? That's my.
Well, apparently the staff is really bad, and people basically wanna overthrow
They
the
cannot
leadership of
overthrow
LSRP.
staff of a private community. Like, I don't get it. I was blamed for the same thing. For this, when I started Roleplay Union, everybody was like, "You can't do anything about LSRP," and I'm like, "This isn't about LSRP. I'm trying to make a platform. I'm trying to do something different." Like, do you know what the Roleplay Union is about?
Yeah, it's about basically making rules and community guidelines for upcoming and current
Yeah,
roleplay
exactly.
servers.
And why do we make new rules, new guidelines that what's wrong with the ones that already exist?
They are really vague.
Yes, exactly. You understand this completely. Like, so many people just don't get it. They think that this is a fix LSRP Discord. I'm so happy that at least one person gets it.
Yeah, I do.
Alright, so do you have any idea, like, what's the... Do you have any specific... Is there any specific examples of staff that we can... staff mismanagement that we can look at?
Yeah, I mean, well, at first I was warned and then I was admin jailed for having a pet when I was a civilian on LSRP, and I don't really see any reason because the rules don't have anything
Do you
about
have evidence
having
of
pet.
that? Because we want to look at evidence.
Yeah, I can dig it up because well, actually, I would not like to show the evidence yet, okay? Because I'm currently writing the report on the
What you
staff
can
member.
do is you can send the evidence to me
Mm,
in interview room. I will censor any names, or you can censor the names yourself if you want. I just
yeah, I
want
can
to
censor it.
show that this happens. That's what I want to prove. I don't want to show that a specific admin has done it to a specific person. I just want to show that in LSLP, an admin has done it to a person. That we want to show, we
Mm,
want to prove that this happens. Because I've been struggling for a while finding actual evidence of this stuff. We all know it happens. Everybody comes on this show. They, if they're not trolling, they're probably gonna tell me, yeah, there is some bias. Yeah, there is some issues. But nobody, like, not a lot of people actually bring forward evidence. We've seen some, but not a lot. So this
mm.
would be great. So do you have access to the what's it called? So I have interview room. There it is.
Yeah, I think so. Hold on, I'm just editing my evidence at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah. But do you want me to tell you, like, basically what happened?
Yeah, I think that would be a good ground point to start on. So what is? Yeah, let's go with the topic of unfair. So would you call this unfair treatment by admins?
Yeah, yeah, I
Unfair
guess, yeah.
OC treatment. Okay, unfair OC treatment. Okay, fine. Let's do that.
So basically, I was off duty in PD, and I was just hanging by the mall, which is something that I usually do. Maybe I'll go to Pizza Stack. I don't know.
A lot of people
Like,
do that because it's just a thing. A lot of people hold on before we get in because a lot of people are gonna be like, oh, this guy is a mall rat. Oh, this guy is an idle rat. Thing is, if you have like nothing to do, wouldn't you go to a place where there's a lot of people? Like
yeah,
I'm sure if there's a club open, you would go to that club, right? But
Yeah.
there's no clubs. There's nothing else to do. You just want to interact with people. That's the whole point of playing a multiplayer game that you can interact with other people, right?
And I just wanted to show off my elegy that I currently uh got like
You
pimped
know
out by
what's
this one mechanic.
You know what's fucking hilarious? I just want to
Hmm?
say this real quick. I got fucking discharged from SD because I'm not allowed. Because my character, Gloria Mendoza, inherited a sports car from her mother.
Mm.
And because of that, she got discharged from LSSD. That was one of the cited reasons.
Oh,
Unrealistic character. So you could be discharged for having an allergy. Or not.
oh
Maybe
fuck.
it just depends on how popular you are. I don't know. I don't know how
Fuck.
it works. I don't know
Yeah, I
how it
mean,
works.
I used to have a bullet on this character.
You had a bullet, and nobody ever raised a concern with you driving around in sports cars. It was only me.
No.
That will only apply to me. Fair enough.
Mm. Well, I don't know, man. Like, I have a lot of friends that like to drift on LSRP, and we go on drifts and so on.
So, wait, did you drift on a PD character?
Well, yeah, but I'm allowed to do it because of the penal code. It's just a misdemeanor, so I can do that. Like it's corruption and stuff. So I
Hold the
drift.
fuck on! You are allowed to take a sports car and illegally race in public?
Yeah.
I'm not even allowed to have a sports car!
Huh. That's weird.
I am just getting more and more upset at LSRP. Oh yeah, by the way, I forgot to mention one thing. Sorry, can I interrupt this quick interview with a statement? Because I wanna, before we dig in and start flaming LSRP while it's already down, I wanna take a moment to share my response to the thread that we talked about earlier. Okay? So, let me just find it real quick, okay? The thread. Before we start...
Shit.
Yes, that thread, and I made a response to it. I want to just address it real quick, just so that people know that I'm not completely against LSRP. It looks like it already got some responses. Okay, so I'm actually interested in what kind of responses there are. Okay, there we go. For once, I want to take LSRP's side. I seriously doubt the LSRP admins would let the server get taken down for such a long stretch of time. Honestly, despite all the personal difficulty I have had with communicating with LSRP staff, honestly, despite all the personal difficulty I had with communicating with LSRP, often receiving no responses until I make a video about a specific issue I need to discuss, they have admittedly not banned me yet for criticizing the server, so they don't come off to me as malicious. Despite the frustrations, LSRP has given me a lot of great memories, and has given me a platform to build my characters on. I've always liked how little script involvement LSRP had, and how every single script appeared to be complementing the roleplay rather than replacing it, with the only exception being the poker system. I still like the poker though. Now, if I had any suggestions, it would be to clarify rules, everybody knows this already, and make it so that our character punishments require actual evidence, everybody knows this already. But I have been making those suggestions for years at this point to no effect, so I don't expect that to change, at least in LSRP specifically. Nevertheless, I'm willing to believe that this is genuine and not an inside job, as some like to portray it. I wish LSRP developers best of luck and all of the support necessary in getting their server back up. So there you go. That's my quick response to the bullshit thread. Now let's go back to your situation. So you were driving around. You were this guy who had an illegal sport, illegal fucking. You had a hobby, an illegal hobby of street racing, while you were cop. While they say that, oh, we have realistic standards, sure, we enforce them equally among everybody. Yeah, okay. So you were doing that while I wasn't even allowed to have a sports car. They had the problem with your dog while that was happening.
Well, it wasn't a dog. It was a pet.
Okay, what kind of pet was it?
It was a fucking nigger.
Oh.
Nigger. White power 1488, nigger.
Sorry guys, I stumbled there a little bit. Don't worry, it will be very easy to ban this guy because I gave him a very specific role. Alright, well, you don't know what to expect with these guys. I don't think it was legitimate LSPD. They're getting creative. They do raise a legitimate concern with the server, and they do complement the argument up until the point that they disrupt it. So there's nothing I can do. I can't predict how people act in the future. There's nothing I can do about that. All right, hello, welcome.
What's up?
How are you doing, my friend?
I'm good.
Alright, well, tell me about yourself. Tell me how's it going?
I am playing in the MTA San Andreas. I am.
MTA, okay. I
In
remember I
online
haven't played MTA in a long time. I left Owl Gaming, I believe. Is that the server you're playing?
I am playing in the Latvian servers.
In the Latvia, there's Latvian servers. Jesus
Yes.
Christ, such a niche market. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, this is it's pretty cool because I am in Latvia. I lived in Latvia
Yes.
my whole life, so this is nice. All right, so how are Latvian servers in comparison? Have you played LSRP at all?
No, I only haven't know about that, but I don't play the roleplay servers in the SAMP
Okay, so you only
because
play the.
Latvian roleplay servers in the SAMP have the free rooms, only free rooms. You get the free guns, you have anything
Latvian roleplay servers are like free roam. So basically,
in the SAMP.
okay. In
But
SAMP, but in MTA, okay, so you don't like free roam
yes,
roleplay servers. I actually I don't know. Sometimes I like to play free roam roleplay servers where you basically can play how you just make a character. You don't need to worry about obtaining assets, making connections. You just get whatever you want. It's sometimes nice to do that, but I get the appeal of actually having to work for something, actually having to earn certain things. So I can get where you're coming from.
but SAMP in the Latvian SAMP have an irritations and illegal factions is already. It's of course a gross irritations what you can capture, and
You
it's
mean
actually not
territories?
appeal. Yes,
Okay. So it's like it's more. It sounds similar to how Russian roleplay servers like Advanced RP are. You don't make your own gangs. You don't get any creativity. You just get
yes,
preset gangs that exist in GTA universe, and that's it. If you try to make
yes,
your own gang, everybody will look at you weird. Like, oh, who is this guy trying to be creative? Who is this guy trying to be unique on a roleplay server? We don't need that around here. You're supposed to fit in line. You're supposed to march along with everybody else and be normal. We don't allow anything unique or strange. You know what I mean, basically, yeah.
yes.
How is